Thank you for joining me on the channel today. My name is Trent. This is Highway Spec, where we do what we love to do, and that's spec out vehicles on the internet, on the configurators. It's a lot of fun for me, so why not bring you along for the journey? Today we're going to do a unique vehicle, unique in the sense that it's not reinventing the wheel. Most of the electric pickup trucks out there, they are complete redesigns, completely new, different thoughts. And there is something to be said for that, but Ford is saying, hey, if it's not broken, let's not fix it. Let's just take our regular truck that so many people love, that is the #1 selling truck on the market, and let's put the electric drivetrain in there that people want. Simple, easy, right? It does still integrate the frunk, which is a unique touch for a truck, having a trunk of sorts. So, today we are going to spec out the F-150 Lightning. Some caveats with this. What a lot of people are doing with trucks nowadays is they are making them their everyday vehicles. It's not just a vehicle for truck stuff. It is a vehicle to do everything. It's something to haul the family around in. It's something to go to grocery shopping with. There's all sorts of use cases aside from running to the hardware store and towing a boat and towing a camper, all sorts of different things. So with that in mind, that kind of gives you an idea of where I'm going with this build. So of course you've got the Pro model, and Ford has done quite a few price raises with this. This did used to start at $39,995. Obviously it's up now a lot to $51,974, but at the same time Ford can't build them fast enough, even with being this price range. So the XLT, you do get a few more features with that, $59,474, and that honestly is a solid value right there. The Lariat obviously has a lot more tech to it, and the Platinum has it all. Now, I mentioned earlier that this is a vehicle that you see doing all sorts of different things, and being an electric vehicle, you're not going to get the stigma of, hey, I'm driving a big truck and I have no use for it. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna start with a Lariat trim. This is how I would spec it out, because I would drive my family around in it. I would tow things with it, but obviously not super heavy loads for long periods of time, because if you've been on the internet lately, you may have seen that the F-150 Lightning is getting a lot of press. Some of it not so good, some of it good, some of it deserved, some of it a little bit of clickbait. Anyway, we're going to do a Lariat model because this will give you lots of tech features, not quite as much of the sticker shock of the Platinum model, but people look at this and say $74,000 for a truck, that's crazy. But have you been on the lot lately and seen what a truck is nowadays? $74,000 is not unheard of for a truck. I know several 3/4 ton, 1 ton trucks that have the diesel motor. They're $80,000, $90,000. That's pretty normal nowadays. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but it's around. So we're going to do this Lariat, and we are going to do the extended range battery, which adds a significant amount of cost, but it comes with a lot more range, a lot more ability to get away from the range anxiety that is so familiar. So let's go ahead and start the build. There we go. Now, first and foremost, that antimatter blue does look really good. I do like trucks in general in black. However, it does show scratches and swirl marks in the paint, things like that. Not ideal when, personally, I would use it for a lot of around town things, but I would still use it as a truck. So it's going to get dents, dings, scrapes, scratches, just like my personal truck does. I tow with it a lot, but then it does get some damage. It's mostly a nice truck, but I digress. Now, the black, I think we're going to go stay away from that just because of it showing things up, just because things show up on it. So the silver actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna stay away from white. Red looks good. Ooh. All right. I think this azure gray, I think that's the ticket right there. It's not the traditional silver. It does stand out a little bit, but it also helps it fly under the radar at the same time, if that made any sense at all. So there we go. That's what we're going with on the paint. That's how I would personally spec it out. Now, you do have the tow technology package automatically put on here. Gives you that 360-degree camera, which is great. I do like these side view mirror spotlights as well. I have not personally played with the Pro Trailer Backup Assist. It seems interesting. I think I'm a little bit old school where I'd want to steer it just because I'm more familiar with that. So I can't say I'd use that. However, we are going to do the Max Trailer tow package. Adds additional cooling, keeps those electric motors in check, and allows increased towing capacity. I would personally like to stretch its towing a little bit for short distances. So that's what we are going to go with. And it looks like you can go with some all-terrain tires versus all-season, and normally I am all about all-terrain tires, but in the interest of range, you'd never think you'd do this on a truck. It's like, all right, let's focus on what gets me the best mileage. Usually it's, the mileage is terrible anyway, might as well throw some tires that look good in there. But I am going to go with an all-season tire on this because it's going to be used as a truck. We are definitely doing the spray-in bed liner. Comes standard with the privacy glass, power sliding rear window, the box link, tailgate, power up and down. I love that it does the power up, not just the power down. You've got the twin panel moonroof, which is something I wish my personal truck had. Don't really need some of those cargo organizers, blind spot control, or blind spot system. That's great to have. Love the 9.6 kilowatt Pro Power onboard system, where you can power up your devices. And then, like we mentioned, those side view mirror spotlights and LED box lighting is awesome to have. All right, so the interior, that's our option. That's all there is to it. Black and medium dark slate. We're just gonna have to live with that, and honestly I think it's relatively attractive. It is a two-tone, so it's not all black on the inside, so it won't gather as much heat in the summer, so I do like that about it. The fold flat storage, I did have this on, or something similar to this on my truck, and I took it out so I could put a subwoofer in. So I think I'm gonna skip it on this. It is nice. It has the wireless charging pad. Here we go. I think that's all our options right there. Oh, there's the sticker shock right there, $90,000. Wow, okay. I thought, okay, this is a reasonable value. Still, I was surprised that we are not even at the Platinum model, which has all the bells and whistles, and it's at $90,000. But like I said earlier, if this is a vehicle you're driving every day, you do want some of those creature comforts. Me personally, I would love to have the ventilated seats, which you can get on the Lariat. I do like the twin panel moonroof rather. I do like the power up and down liftgate, the Pro Power on board, all those nice features to have. I want it on this 360 camera. It's I still think I would go with it, even at $90,000. This is not something I was expecting to have happen where I'm like, I don't know about this at the end, but that is a very nice vehicle. So $90,000 for an electric pickup truck, not unheard of. Obviously, you've got the Hummer EV, the Rivian, same price ranges. So what would you personally do? How would you spec out your Ford F-150 Lightning? Am I crazy for going for a $90,000 spec? Tell me what you would do differently in the comments below. But thank you for joining me on this episode of Highway Spec. And as usual, we ask that you like, subscribe, and click the bell notification, because those things the YouTube algorithm likes, and they will push the video out to more people, which means we can do more of these videos for more people like you. And thank you again for checking out this episode. I will catch you on the next one.